Palm, what? Palm of your hand. The palm of your hand. Holding it in the palm of my hand. Where's the pen? In the palm of my hand. Well, I was just about to say, palm tree. Tree, something like that you would see in a desert area a lot of times, in a hot environment, palm trees. I know where I live in Arizona, there are many, many palm trees. Palms, palm oil, oil from palm trees. Palm, the palm of my hand. I injured the palm of my hand. Palm, clatter. It's a lot of noise, a meaningless noise. It has no rhyme or rhythm. Clatter, boom, 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 boom. If you took all the dishes and from the shelves in a hotel, let's say, and suddenly they tipped over, you would hear clatter, clatter, just a lot of noise. What's all the clatter? Oh, they're working on the other room there and they dropped the dishes or something like that, or the spoons or something. Bim, 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 bim. Clatter, clatter. People will say, well, what's all the clatter about? Oh, people are arguing. Even people yelling in the street can be clatter. Fault. Whose fault is it? Who is responsible for something going wrong? Is one of the meanings of fault. Finding fault. Finding who is responsible for a certain failure in something, let's say. Finding fault. Fault. It is my fault. I forgot to pick you up at 9 o'clock and take you to the airport. It's my fault that you missed the plane. I didn't come and get you. It's my fault. No, it's your fault. You should have been here. Something like that. Blaming somebody for a certain not good situation. Finding fault. Whose fault is it that nobody came to pick me up to take me to the airport? Well, it was his fault. He said he would and he didn't do it. Oh, then we'll blame him. Blame him. It's his fault. Clatter, palm, palm tree, palm of the hand, hollow, empty, a hollow excuse. A hollow excuse is a very weak or really no excuse at all. Hollow has no meaning. Solid, full, hard as a rock, solid as a rock. To not be weak is to be solid. Any questions about those words? Fault, clatter, palm, hollow, solid.
Halloween is this word or not?
Halloween, no. No, Halloween, it's not hollow, it's hallow. It's the hallows. It's something of a religious, almost a religious type meaning, but it's not hollow. Hallows Eve. All Hallows Eve is what it really is, Halloween. But I think it refers to a Christian religious event. Halloween. Oh, no. Different. Hollow, empty. All Halloween, All Hallows Eve is what it breaks down to. And I think it's some type of religious event the next day. It may be It may be a memorial for people that have died or something. That's why a lot of people dress as ghosts and spirits and that thing on Halloween. All Hallows Eve. Okay. Does it tell you what it is? All Hallows Eve.
The day we release the gold in Thailand. Same.
Yeah, it's the next day is actually, Hallows Eve is the night before. The Eve, the ween, I think means Eve. Eve is the night before a holiday. The big holiday is the next day. Christmas Eve is the night before Christmas. New Year's Eve is the night before New Year's Day. So New Year's Eve, Christmas Eve, whatever the holiday is, the night before is the eve of the holiday. And I think, I'd have to look it up, but I think that that's a use of the word Eve. All Hallows Eve, Halloween. That's the way it's come down over the centuries. But the eve is the night before something, a big day. On the eve of something is the night before something. Eve. Okay, frequent. Regard. Inform. Consecutive. Circumstance. Circumstances. The word is usually circumstances because there's usually more than one circumstance, but circumstance would be the single and the plural would be circumstances. What is frequent?
Very often.
Often, yeah, more than once. It happens frequently. The rain in Bangkok in the rainy season is frequent. Almost every day. Boom, boom, boom. He is a frequent attendee at our company meetings. He is a frequent attendee at our company meetings. In other words, he often attends our meetings. He often attends. He is a frequent attendee. An attendee is a person attending, an attendee. Usually it refers to a business meeting or something like that. He is an attendee at the business meeting. He is a frequent attendee. He often comes, more than once, more than twice. He's always there. Consecutive.
Continuing, don't cut.
Yeah, right. One, and all of a sudden cut. Oop. not consecutive anymore. Something happened, it stopped. But one after another. Consecutive games. The player played in 152 consecutive games. For 152 games, he played. Oh, and then on the 153rd game, he injured his knee before the game and couldn't play. His consecutive streak of games was broken. Consecutive, one after another of something. Consecutive days attending class, one after another. Inform.
Tell.
Yeah, inform is to tell. Remember we were talking about the bank robber, and it would be very helpful if the police had an informant, and that maybe the night after the bank robbery, a policeman went into a bar in the vicinity of the bank and motioned to a table a guy and said, by the way, do you know who robbed the bank yesterday?